What's going on?
Okay, so this is how far I got.
Okay.
This is what I got to, and then I was unable to follow along because you just, speeded through everything else. So what am I supposed to do? Select these two faces, and then go to Mesh Tools, Edit Mesh, and Extrude.
Extract.
Where is that at?
You're in the right menu. Just go down to the face section. Notice how the edit mesh is divided into components. We have vertices, edges, and faces.
So, wait, where's the extract? If
It's going to be down in the face section.
Where's the face section exactly?
Right there. Notice how it says face.
Okay.
And all of these are face tools.
Okay. So I just click here.
Yep. Cool.
And then I just do that.
Okay. So now the catch. Notice the way things are colored, right? So like the main mesh is white and this is green. So you have two things selected.
Okay.
Well,
So,
I just undid it, so you have to redo it.
so I go to Edit Mesh, Mesh Tools. I go down to Extract. And so I just leave this as is.
So right now you have it extracted, but you have both selected. That's why you can't just move the one. So if you just click off, just the deselect, and then go ahead and select that surface again, just the end piece.
Okay, so now they're together. Oh, that's right. I had them together before. And now what? I just pull inward.
Well, you have to extrude to give it thickness.
Um.
So now it's separate. Now you can extrude those faces to give it the thickness.
Oh. So how does it separate exactly? Like, what's the... Okay, so when you go to extract, it just pulls off the face.
Yeah,
that you
whatever is
selected.
selected. So like,
Okay.
let's say you have a cube.
Okay, so
If you select just one
yeah.
face and extract it, just that face is now a new mesh.
Okay, so now if I hit extrude,
Yep.
I will then hit that.
There you go.
Okay, so this is inside out, so I'm gonna have to reverse it. So it look. Oh wait.
Yeah, the catch there is it only reversed the faces that are selected.
Okay, so let me go to mesh display. Oh wait, where is it? Mesh tools. Okay, let's go here. And let's see how that. So everything is as it should.
So what happened there was you had those faces selected and you reversed them. So that
Okay.
way, like, just those faces were right side out, and then you reversed everything. So now you have just that some that are inside out. So just select that surface and object mode.
Okay, so these are black. Is that okay? If they say black, or do they
They're
need
inside
gray?
out.
Okay,
So just select the mesh and object mode, or you can just select just those two.
Yeah, just the faces.
That's just player.
So,
Awesome. Cool.
okay,
Great.
so now everything is inside. Now everything is outside. and
Correct. It
Now,
is right side.
what do I do then? I just pull it back into here.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the side. That's one side though.
Well, you'll still have to bevel it, but yeah, that's basically that side.
Okay, why don't I just go to the edit mesh bevel, just bevel the whole thing.
Fly to the side. Let's see what your geometry looks like. So in this case, you can, although I'd set your segments to 2.
Oh, set them to 2.
Yeah. This is going to give you quads in the corners to make it a little bit
Okay,
nicer.
so just click off there.
Awesome.
All right.
So in this case, you can just select the whole thing and bevel. But that doesn't work in every case because in some situations it'll end up giving you a lot of extra geometry.
What if I were to just go here and just kind of select these faces, pull them out, duplicate this, and just kind of slide it on over? Could that work?
As long as you can get that surface in the end. I mean, there are lots of different ways that you can approach this.
Okay, so let me see if I were to go here. What if I were to, let's see, okay, so I just cut them off right there. Let me go here, go to object, go to duplicate,
Awesome.
and then just slide on. It's happening. Okay, so let's kind of pull on down here and see. Okay, so I've done that.
Awesome.
That's one way to kind of go about it, if you will. What would I then do for everything else?
I mean, so it's all basically just building up on that technique.
Wait a minute. I don't understand. I duplicated.
Do a single click on the mesh. So like just click off and then do a single left click on it. Actually, it might not have gotten duplicated. Let's go over the outliner. Just click on that little plus.
Right here.
And then click on Polysurface 1. Okay, and then click on PQ. What's that?
Where? Right
The
here?
PQ? Okay, that's enough. Okay, so it looks like it didn't get duplicated.
Okay, so if I go back and then click on this and hit edit, duplicate.
Yep. Awesome, now it did it.
Alright, so let's just slide on back and okay, there we go. So let's hit F. Okay, so there we go. I now have my duplicates. Okay. So then now what am I supposed to do?
So, for the most part, it's just taking that technique where you're taking the faces of your block out, duplicating them, extruding for thickness, and then applying it to the rest of it, right? So, like for this top surface, even though we didn't do it up there, you can just take these faces on the top, right? You can extract, extrude for thickness, and then the shape needs to be tweaked a little bit, right? So scale it up,
So I would go to edit, mesh, extrude.
extract, right? You want to make it a separate mesh first.
So, so it's just doing that, essentially just extracting and then extruding.
Yep. And then any tweaks you might want to do.
How would you go about then having like the multiple boards? How would I go about doing that? Because like again, I missed everything, and just kind of telling me that it's like a repeat sort of thing.
So
it
for
kind
that,
of confuses me because
the first-
eventually the repeating stops, and you have to sort of.
Yeah, I mean, there are a few kind of tricks to it, but like, so basically, notice the front piece down on the right that's got the 4 boards and then the little boards?
Yeah.
That's made of these 2 faces.
Okay, so then, let me just click on this and that. So now they're selected. Would I go to edit, match, extract?
Correct.
Okay, so now it's its own thing.
Cool. So that gets you as a separate piece.
Okay.
Then
So
I went in and dropped in some construction lines.
do I hit W in order to remove it?
Well, right now both meshes are selected, so if you move it, both meshes go with it.
Okay, but that's kind of like the confusing part. Let me go back here. Click. Let me go back here. Okay, so they're selected. When I hit extract.
Well, that mesh is just 2 faces, so you can't extract it from itself.
Okay, so let me. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so here I am. Okay, they're together.
Well, it's still a separate mesh from, so you have Z back further. You're not quite back far enough to. Okay, now you can do it.
Okay, so let me go here.
Because while you do it, I want you to keep an eye on your outliner. So notice that here we're dealing with your P cube shape.
Yeah.
You got 3 nodes in there, so go ahead and extract.
So I hit extract. What do I then have to hit in
I
order
would just
to?
click off. Then just deselects it, and now you can go and select the different objects.
Okay, so if I click on this again
Yep.
and I hit this and I pull forward,
Yep.
it's gonna pull off the face.
Yep.
Okay, and then that's where I'm going to hit extrude.
So not just yet. So basically, because that section of the reference is actually made up of mini boards, not just that one, we've got that separated. Now we've got to break that down into the smaller boards.
Oh, okay, so it's separated, and this is going to be used to make the smaller board.
Correct.
Okay, so then what will I do now? Because it's one thing, but it's still kind of its own, like, 2 parts. if
Well,
you
it's
will.
2 faces, but it's
Yes.
1 mesh.
2 faces, 1 mesh. Okay, so do I highlight them both again?
Well, so first thing you're going to have to do is put in some construction lines.
Which would
So
be...
if you remember,
I actually don't. That's the thing.
well, so I dropped in edges. So this is the door.
Okay,
Right?
so I'm gonna want to put in edge loops thing, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so I go to mesh tools, mesh display, over curves, okay, here we go. It is mesh tools. So I go here. So I click on this. Essentially, probably go up here, and go there. Just kind of so I get this.
Nice. Yeah. So that this face. Oh, you got the mesh back there selected. Cool. Yeah. So this face here ends up being this board on the door.
Okay.
This face ends up, So then once you get those construction loops in, select the face, extract, extrude for thickness, rinse and repeat. And then you'll go back and you got the construction at the top and the bottom. Awesome.
Okay, that's pretty accurate.
Okay.
Now, so I click on these, so I select these faces right up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sound change, I think I've seen this there. Let's click on this. So I click here. I don't know why it keeps on doing that to me. It's not permitting me to.
I'm not sure either, but trackpad manipulation of components is always tricky. Just try deleting history on it.
Oh, okay. Let me go here. Let me go to edit. Delete by type. History. So let's go back here. Now I think I can
You can always try doing a marquee selection as well.
edit. Delete by type.
Because you're still selected on this, you have to select back to the.
Oh, I see. Thank you. It's a mistake. So go here. So I have to go here.
Okay, so in this case, we want to pay very close attention to how the boards flow on the reference. And you can't do them all at the same time.
Oh, so I have to click off of here. and
Because if
just
you
stick to-
extract everything at the same time, you're going to end up with one mesh that's basically that.
So I have to stick with just this side.
As long as they don't touch. You can actually do the left and the right at the same time and the top and the bottom, but you can't do like the top and the side because they'll touch.
Oh, so you mean here, here, here,
Awesome.
go here,
Mhm.
here, here. As long as I don't get anything within the middle.
Correct.
Okay, so then I would then extrude.
Extract. Extrude's going to be for thickness. Extract is going to break it off as a separate piece.
Okay, so now I hit extract.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there was an error that occurred. I don't know why, but it occurred nonetheless. So let's click off and then see if I go back to here as well as here
Yep.
and hit W and pull forward. Now they're separated.
Correct.
Okay. So then I'm going to want to extrude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I hit extrude and I think they're now. Oh wow, they're actually perfect. I don't have to do any reversals. Which is okay. So if I go to object mode and they're both, I believe they're both selected. This will now kind of come off. This is kind of. Let's see. This was essentially looks like that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Would I want to put this back first though?
I
Since it's
mean,
kind of.
as far as order of operations concerned, that's up to you. I mean, you still have to get the top and the bottom board off of that, and then you're going to have to develop those boards in the middle.
Okay, so then I'm gonna want to go to here and click on here, 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 here.
Mm-hmm.
Then from there I go to extract, click off, click back on, oh, and hit W to then pull these forward, only to extrude these as well, correct? Let's see, gotta extrude it. Let's see. That's just pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, looks like you're getting the hang of it.
I go here and hit W. And alright.
Cool.
Wow,
And then you
that's-
start to take that last piece that you've got and break it into however many boards fill up that center, and just it's the same thing.
Oh, so then I'm just gonna start inserting edge loops. Okay, so let's go to where's the edge loop here?
I'll be there in a second.
So edge loop. Okay, so go here. Okay, so go.
Yep, and then just make sure you pay attention to how many are in there, and then just make that menu going across.
Didn't you insert 7?
I did, yes.
Okay, so
And that's gonna be one of the insert as a tool options.
wait, I clicked on this.
Yep.
Oh wait, do I actually have to go back to the option?
Yeah,
box?
you gotta tell the tool to run that way. When you set it up.
Okay, so insert edge loop, go to here, from 2. Oh, I have to select an object.
Well, you don't have to. You can set up the tool first. Then.
Oh, then let me go here. Why is it not letting me? Do I have to reset the tool?
Nope. There's a setting you have to flip to make that happen.
I don't know what it is. I have to flip.
That's right. Just read through them.
No, it just says number of edge loops. That's what I'm trying to do here.
Correct. But it's grayed out because you have to change the different settings.
So I have to
So just
take
read
off.
through the settings.
Is it okay if you just tell me what I have to click on there?
Awesome. Right. The one that says multiple edge loops.
All right. So I go here, and then do I just hit enter?
And then what?
Do I just hit enter in order to insert the 7
No,
edge
you're
loops?
gonna have to use it the same way that you use the insert edge loop normally.
All right. So let's click on. Oh, there's an issue. That's too many edge loops. It's too many boards, unlike what's seen in the actual. So then if I just go to redo 3 and just See what now happens. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna go to this side, and just fold it out.
Nice. Yep.
Okay.
And then that same process, right? Extract, extrude,
Okay.
thickness.
In order to revert it back, do I because like say for instance, if I'm trying to insert edge loops in the future, but I don't want to do
Well, so
this.
the easy get is just reset it.
Oh, reset tool.
But I mean, if you knew what settings were, you could just change the setting back. But
Okay.
reset's always going to set it back to the parts.
So I go to faces now, and I select them all, correct?
If you select them all, it's not going to extract anything. So remember, just like with this section, they had to do like parts that don't touch in one go.
Okay.
So,
So I'm
like-
gonna click on here, and I'm gonna hit face, and okay, so I'm going to. Oh, that's right. Go here. Then I go to here. So I'm gonna do it like so, and like so. So essentially 2 at a time, correct?
As long as you don't do the two in the center at the same time, right? As long as they're not touching,
Okay.
you can. Awesome.
So yeah, let me go to edit mesh, extract, click off, and then I'm going to click back on. I hit that. I'm going to click here. I'm going to hit this as well. Then I'm going to pull these forward, and essentially just continue to do that. Then afterwards, I'm going to bevel everything, every individual part, if you will,
Yep.
in order to then make said
Awesome.
door. Okay, and that's wonderful. I'm glad that I'm now getting this. Are you getting this too, Summer?
I've gotten to the only thing
Okay.
that I'm quite confused on.
But you've been kind of listening in a little
Yeah, I've
bit.
been listening in,
Which
so
is
I've
which is
gotten-
good.
I've
Which is
gotten
good.
this
Because if
part.
you don't listen in, then you won't catch it.
Get it to be more smooth here, more
Oh no,
round.
you have to bevel it. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. Okay, so
Okay, because
yeah,
I
just
did the sides
watch.
and I
Okay, so I just beveled. You go to segments,
design
and then
edit.
you go to two. Yeah, it's I believe it's edit mesh, and yeah, there's one tool. Okay, so let me hit the
So is everything going to be two?
essentially I believe, yeah, all the segments. It just kind of makes it easier.
And then
I mean, that's what he was kind of showing me a little bit. So wait a minute.
stick this in, not that far, right? So we're actually
So I'm just gonna put this in a little bit
Like,
here. Let me go here. Okay. I'm gonna hit edit mesh bevel. I'm just gonna bevel a lot of my stuff here. Just so I don't have to go back and do it. Let's go here, and let's hit oh crap. Alright, you know.
yeah, like, actually, we'll go.
Hit shift. And I'm gonna go to edit mesh bevel. And I'm going to go to segments, I'm going to hit 2, and then I'm going to just click away, and essentially everything should just kind of be normal. Just click away, click there, hit the W, pull it back just a little bit more,
Alright, sweet.
hit W,
Alright, listen up for roll. Austin,
stop.
Summer,
here.
Jonathan, Brittany, Robin,
Okay, so
Robin, no Robin. Alright,
we
sweet.
go to mesh
Justin.
tools, and edit mesh bevel,
Carlene,
go to segments,
Zachary.
hit 2, click
Zachary
away,
Carlson,
there.
Kevin, Alex, Milia,
Essentially what you're
Marcus.
doing.
Marcus
I
Davis.
say that's so fun. I like what I'm seeing.
Lee,
I'm so glad that I recorded this. If you want me to share this
Dane,
video
or
with you,
either one
I
of
can,
them.
I can airdrop it to you.
Danny. Alright,
So it's like if you
Like,
like,
close
if you want to
one.
use it later on, you know what I'm saying? Click on that.
Dean
Click
or
on that.
Dane?
Let's go to
Dean.
extract.
Yeah,
I
Chris
think
said-
it's
Alright.
extract.
Lee,
Extract.
Lindsay.
Extract. Okay. Click away.
Damien,
Oh.
Cameron,
Here.
Kinsey,
Over here.
Justin,
Hit there.
Ciaris,
Let's hit.
Alexander,
Let's go
Chandler.
to mesh.
Chandler Hill,
Extrude. Hit W.
Brendan, CJ, Houston, Terrell, Cassidy, Victor, Yuan J,
Hey Leslie.
Yuan, you here?
Leslie.
Ani, Quinn Wong, Caesar, James, Lindsay, or Bader, Leslie, Reese, Julius, Aubrey,
Extrude.
Alexis.
Imagine this bubble. That's what you could do. Go
Christopher.
to segments. The two.
Christopher Merkel.
Stick this out.
Christopher Merkel.
Done.
Miranda. Zachary.
Again.
Zachary Montgomery.
Seems like not.
Go once, go twice now. All right.
It's
Adoria. Adora. All right. Jose.
here.
Caden.
Leslie.
Here.
Leslie.
Amanda.
Oh man, I'm trying to get her to.
Brandon.
I don't know the name of that jump.
Raphael. Here.
What?
What is this? Here. Ariel. Paige. Nicola.
So you're messing with this.
Nicola. Nicola.
It's a little lengthy,
Neither.
but it's worth the watch, especially if it'll help you. Speaking of which, 21 minutes long. Damn.
Gabrielle.
Okay, so let's go here.
Michael.
All right. Click off there.
Michaela.
Back to face.
Fox. Haran.
So somewhere, do you airdrop this video to YouTube?
Alright, so anybody did not call.
The only thing that I did.
Alright, so a couple things. One, going forward, when I start calling roll, everybody be quiet, or I just will not call roll. And if it goes into 2 hours past, you know, everybody gets 2 hours out. Alright, or tardy. Alright? Gotta make sure that everybody stays quiet, because one, I need to make sure that everybody gets attendance. Two, I do butcher your name, so I need to make sure I get correctly on that as well too. So from now on, just stay quiet when I call roll. All right. Beyond that, let's go ahead and get this going.
Please don't. He's gonna start.
All right. So we'll try to get through this as quick as possible. Like with all first day speeches, we have to go through this, and I know it's gonna be a little bit tedious. So try to fly through as much as possible, especially the stuff that is like given, like having your badges and things like that. All right. So first off, let's go over the model creation staff. First off, everybody, welcome to MCR. You should already feel welcome. You already have like a lecture here. So, first off, everybody here took 3DF, right? All right. Just want to make sure we've had one case or two cases where people actually made MCR without getting through 3DF. So we want to make sure that we check that out. But another reason is because we are your first class that heavily builds off of what 3DF shows, which is they took you a little bit through like a little bit of the modeling tools, a little bit of the concepts, a little bit of taking you through UVs, and gave you almost kind of like a prep for Maya. This is your first class that we actually delve deeper into one discipline, which is modeling. We show you different tools, how to look at different things, how to break them down to simpler objects so you can build them properly. All right. One of a couple of the main things that we're going to show you is one, how to use tools properly, the ideas of how to use them properly, and then also how to make sure your models are working properly, which is troubleshooting. So that way, if your stuff's not working, you know how to go back and fix that. All right, so let's go over the staff. Obviously, we have Adam. He's your course director for MCR. He's the only one with a phone number, which is the default wholesale phone number right here. And the main thing that you want to make sure that you know is his extension. That's how you're going to get a hold of him during his office hours and also talk to him. Also, that's his email, abackhead@wholesale.com. Next is me, Jared Metter. I'm the studio artist for MCR. I'm jmetter@fullsail.com. On vacation and should be returning on Thursday, which is, where's Sarah? But anyway, he's on vacation. We have Chris Farica right here. You'll see him on Thursday when he gets back. His email is cfarica@fullsail.com. The reason why you want to know that is that it's probably don't be your major way of like contacting